Okay, I wanted to just go through naming these, and hopefully by you seeing me do a bunch is sort of maybe a little bit better handle. The key thing is to make sure you pick the right type and then follow the rules for that particular type. I'm just going to go through real quick and identify all the different types. So this one has a 4 there, so it's got to be a type 2 because tin, where's my tin? Right here. It has 2 different charges for tin. Could be a 4 or a 2. So in the name, you have to indicate which one you're using. So tin can play as a 4 or 2, so tin, that's a type 2. Zinc, since there's no number there, it's a type 1. Because zinc is on the left side. Where's my zinc? Oh, there it is. And permanganate is one of these right there, one of these complex or polyatomic ions. So it's type 1. Ammonium is up here, and so it's got to be an ion, so it's type 1. Silver Ag, where are you, Ag? Right there. It only has 1 charge, so it's a type 1. Here they're indicating it's 2, so it has to be a type 2. Silver bicarbonate is 1. Sulfuric acid would be an acid, of course. Nitrogen trioxide, so nitrogen's here and oxygen's there. They're both on the right side of that staircase, so that has to be a type 3. Boron trifluoride, same thing, type 3. Acid, gold. So gold, where's gold? I just saw, oh, right there. It has 2 charges, so it's a type 2. Whoops. Let me keep going here. Copper, so Cu, I think, yeah, it's got 2 charges as well, right there. So it's a type 2. SF6, S is here and F is there. They're 2 nonmetals, so it's type 3. Iron, we just did iron somewhere, didn't we? I thought we did iron. Anyway, Fe, where's my Fe? 2 charges, so it's a type 2. Another iron, type 2. Acid, it's got the 2 there, so it has to be a type 2. Now 2 meaning it's indicated which charge of the copper. Again, copper's right there, so there's 2 charges. Potassium is here. There's only 1 charge, so it's a type 1. Ammonium dichromate. Ammonium's up here. Dichromate is up there somewhere too. It's too small. Oh, there it is. It's hard to see. So it's a type 1 as well. Okay, so if they're a type 2 compound, it means they can be playing as 2 different charges, and you have to pick which one it is. But this one has already picked it for you. It's tin 4. So I'm going to sort of come up with a formula for these in 2 stages. So I'm going to play with the charges and then show the formula. So tin is Sn, and 4 means it's playing as a 4 plus charge. And then oxygen is here, and it's playing as a 2 minus charge. So what you have to do when you write the formula is make sure the charges are balanced. So I have a 4 plus and a 2 minus. They have to balance each other out. So the easiest way probably is to have another oxygen. Because if you have another oxygen, there's 2 oxygens, each given 2, so that's 4 minus total against 4 plus even. So then when you write the formula, you just count up how many things you used. So you used 1 tin and you used 2 oxygens. There's your formula. Okay, zinc permanganate. Zinc is here. Its charge is a 2 plus. And permanganate, MnO4, is only 1 charge. So again, if you want to balance, you need 2 of those manganetes, the MnO4s. So your your formula for that will be zinc, and then MnO4, and I can't just put a 2 right underneath that because it would look like MnO42. So what we do is we put a bracket and then put a 2. That indicates that there's 2 permanganates, but it doesn't indicate 2 zincs. The 2 only belongs to what is in the brackets there. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonium is a 1 charge, and hydroxide is a 1, so they're even Steven already. So the formula will just be NH4OH. Silver nitrate, silver's Ag. There's only one charge, so it's a plus. Nitrate, NO3, and it's a minus. They're even Steven, 1 plus, 1 minus, so I don't need to add any extra numbers in. Iron 2, so it's saying I'm using the iron 2 plus charge. So iron 2 plus. And dichromate, that's Cr2O7, and it's a 2 minus. So the charges even out, a 2 plus and a 2 minus. So I can just write it as FeCr2O7. Okay, silver bicarbonate. Silver, I'm just going to make my pen, just a sec, a little smaller, just so I can write better. Oh, that didn't help any. Maybe that's better. Okay, silver. So silver, didn't help, is a plus. Bicarbonate is HCO3 minus. Charges are even, so your formula is just AgHCO3. Done. Sulfuric acid, those are the acid rules. I'm just going to just write those ones out. You can look through those. I just want to focus on the type 1, type 2. So nitrogen trioxide, NO3, boron trifluoride, BF3, hydrocyanic acid, I think it's just HCN, hydrosulfuric acid, I think that one's the H2S. Okay, so those ones I'm not focused on this video. So here we go, type 2 again. So gold, and I don't know which charge it is. See, I want to say it's gold 3, because gold, when you look it up, is either a 3 or a 1. And so what I have to do is figure out what that, which gold it's using. So let me go down here and I'll write it. So gold, but I don't know if it's a 3 plus or if gold is a 1 plus. I'm not sure which one it's using. When I do the PO4, that's phosphate, that's up top here, right there. It's a 3 minus. And so what I do is I just look at those two and say which one of either this combination or this combination would give me this. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking neither of them. Let me look at my gold. Yeah, gold's 3 plus or a 1 plus. So that formula there is incorrect. It can't be that, because this one here, they're both even, so it would just be AuPO4, and that's not what's there. This one here, I would need 3 of these to make up for one of those, so it would be AU3PO4, and that's not what is there. So that was a trick question, we'll say. We'll say I put it in there to keep you on your toes. The next one, though, is similar to it. So it's a copper one. Let me erase this stuff. It's a copper one, so it's copper. And copper can be a 1 plus, or copper can be a 2 plus. And then it's HSO4, so it's bisulfate, I think. So HSO4, and it's a 1 minus. HSO4, and it's a 1 minus. So which of either this or this will give you that formula here, this formula? So this one here, they're even Steven, 1 plus and 1 minus, so it'll be CuSO4. If it were the copper 2 plus, I'd need 2 more of, or not 2 more, 1 more of these, so 2 altogether, in order to balance the charge, right? I'd need another one of these. Now I've got 2 minus and a 2 plus. So I would write that as CuHSO4 2. So the formula that I have there is this one. So when you name this, you name it with whichever charge of copper you used. So I would call it copper 1 bisulfate, or hydrogen sulfate. I'll use bisulfate because it's shorter. Whoops, I put that on the wrong row. It should be there. Next one, it's type 3, so that's sulfur hexafluoride. Iron. Okay, so iron. So I have to know whether it's using the 3+ ion or the 1 or the 2+ ion. Again, let me erase here. Nice watching me erase something. Okay, so Fe. And Fe from up here could be a 3+ or 2+. Could be a 3+, or Fe could be a 2+. And then when you hook it up with chlorine, which is just a minus, so in this case it would be Fe, and you'd need 3 of these to combat the 3+, so it'd be FeCl3. This one would just be FeCl2. And I've got a Cl3 there, so it's this one. So I'm using the 3+ ion. Therefore, I would name this one iron 3 chloride. Okay, next one, same kind of thing. I'll do it for you. It's the same thing with iron. This time it's a sulfate, so it's SO4, and SO4 is a 2-. So with this one, the formulas balance out, so it's just FeSO4. With this one, I have to balance out a 3+ and a 2-. So maybe if I get another Fe3+ in there, now I've got 6+. So then if I put in a couple more of these, so in total I have 3 of them, then I've got a total of 6- charge, balances a 6+, so I would say Fe2, and then SO4, I need 3 of them, so I'd put a 3 there. Okay, which one do they have? Well, they just have this one, just this one, so since they're using the 2+ charge, I'll call it iron 2 sulfate. And then nitrous acid, HNO2, copper 2 oxalate. So copper 2 oxalate, so they're using the 2+. Oxalate, where's oxalate? I don't see it there. Oh, there it is. So it's, and what charge is it? Oh, it's a 2-. Oh, and they're using copper 2+. So if they're using copper 2+, and I have this oxalate that's a 2-, they're even Steven. So my formula would just be CuOOCCOO. Potassium iodate, K. I don't know if iodate's up there, but I think it's a 1-. Oh, it is up there. Yeah, it's a 1-. Potassium's a plus, iodate's a 1-, so my formula is just that. Ammonium dichromate, that's the last one we'll do. So ammonium is up in your complex ions, and so is dichromate. So ammonium is a 1+, and dichromate is a 2-. So in order to balance the charges, I need another one of those. So if I have another one of those, now I've got 2+ altogether. Here I've got 2-, perfect. So to write out the formula, you'll say, well, NH4, I need 2 of those. So I'll put brackets around and put a 2, and then put a Cr2O7. All right, hopefully that helps you out at least with the type 1, type 2 names.